Check it out. So it's your boy Nate Fox out here again with RoX-TV. We're out here in South Bend, Indiana for a show from my boy Kung Fu Vampire out here. To see a small venue like this, because it's always a little hyper. It's a little always more exclusive when you can't get a ticket and you want one. Man, you just dropped an album, bro. Tell me a little bit about that.
Cummed on. Everybody is getting cummed on. Lately, it's just getting sprayed all over the U.S. right now on this tour. This is my favorite album, co-produced by Paxton. Lots of great producers, lots of great features. Cummed On is available right now, and it just charted on Billboard and iTunes at number 18.
So yes, I've been working with Kung Fu Vampire. The first album that I did with them was Love Bites, and we did Look Alive, and then now Cummed On. Produced 2 of the tracks off that. Recorded, mixed, mastered, co-produced all the other stuff on there. And 1986 was the first song that I fully produced myself for Kung Fu Vampire. I feel like anyone that listens to the album can appreciate it, and you will have a favorite song on there, I guarantee. Baddies though, Baddies. I'm Dracula when I'm...
Never surprised that the only time I ever see you, man, is at night. You know? I had to pick a blood type. What would be the best blood type?
Blood type of the person eating the best Kansas City, Missouri barbecue.
To drums, you're a drummer. You're the drummer for Kung Fu Vampire live stage show. And hey, man, that's sweet. You know, so if you had to pick a drum set, man, what would you piece together your favorite drum set?
Right now, I'm super stoked off. It's a Tama kit. I'm not endorsed by them either, but I love that gear that they have. So I have a little cocktail kit, and this is the first time in my life where I've been able to put all my drums in one thing like this big, and then have my hardware right here and my cymbals here, so I can literally walk into a venue with one trip. And if there's any drummers out there, which I'm sure there are, and you know the plight of like loading this little Tama cocktail kit, it all fits within itself. I got to give a shout out to Immediate Cymbals though, because Immediate Cymbals definitely hooks me up on gear. I love them. And then so like between my, I really like doing the hybrid thing. So I got like acoustic / electronic kit, and I'm kind of blending the two sometimes, but most of the time it's either purely acoustic or purely electric. The kit that I have today though is that little cocktail kit, my little Rowan rig, and some like a Rowan kick pedal. I run Ableton. You got to run Ableton, and actually, so my Ableton rig feeds all the lights. So from behind the drum set, I'm controlling all the lights that you're gonna see tonight.
So let's say this blows up, and tomorrow you got 10 million views on you know your stuff, right? What are you gonna do next, man?
I'm going to Disneyland.
And sometimes there's venues that are like, oh, you're a rap band, or they just think like Kung Fu Vampire is just a rapper. And I mean, Kung Fu Vampire is a rapper, but Kung Fu Vampire as a whole, and how I've been performing with him for the past 9 years, is like we rock together, and there's been many different culminations and different musicians that have been playing with Kung Fu, but on this tour it's just me and him.
Nah, I'm gonna, my thing is, we're just gonna keep trying to put on the best possible live show, the best music, the best just amazingness. We want to give you goosebumps every time, and that's what it's all about for us.
Yeah, and it's just really important for us to have that really high level of quality and engaging show. So like, we don't sell short on that stuff, man. It's only escalating from here, man.
Like, we just started touring 9 or 10 years ago, and we do about 1 or 2 tours a year. So we just dropped My Turn earlier this week, featuring X-Rated. This video was shot by my man Hatch86 out in the Bay Area where we're from. The thing is about this video, man, it's really deep because it was his first time at the beach in 27 years since release from prison. So this was like, I brought him to the beach for his first time. We just shot on this tour a video for the song Rubik's. That's coming out while we're on this tour. Also, Tearing Up Your City featuring Dirtbag Dan. We already filmed that. That's coming out on this tour. As soon as I get back, we're filming 1986 and Baddies. So it's just gonna be, we're gonna have videos for almost every song.
That's what's up, man. And so X-Rated, speaking of X-Rated, you know, he was locked up for a long time, and now we got him back on the streets. You were one of the first artists to really be able to work with him, man. How was that?
We've became friends while he was in there. You know, his people reached out to me back in 2011 to get on a track of his. He's been a fan of my music. I became a fan of his music. Like the brotherhood though is where we really kind of connected. We're really good friends. And when he got out, the first place he came and recorded was at Chris Paxton, my drummer / engineer's studio.
Tell me about some of the who's who you've produced music for, man.
So I run a recording studio in Oakland called Nexus Audio. Been doing that for the past 15 years. I started really, really young, opening that up. I was fortunate just to have like a tiny room, and then I just kind of grew my studio over the years. But over the past 15 years, I've gotten to work with cats like, actually Shock G was the first really big artist that I ever worked with. And so I'm like, I had Humpty Hump in the studio, and dude, that was the wildest shit. So that was like the first big dude that I had in there. Shouts out to Humpty. I mean, I've worked with everyone from Clyde Carson, Mr. Fab, all the mob figures, AP9, Jacka, Hustler, Ryder, Fetty, yeah. Dude, Jack, R.I.P. Krayshawn, I don't know if you remember that song, Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Finny, Finny, Prada. Yeah, we did that shit too.
If you want a hard copy of the CD, it's literally a piece of art. Like nothing sounds better than the CD. This thing was mastered beautifully by Chris Paxton.
Hit me, like all my socials are Paxton Drums, so if you go on Instagram, Facebook, all that, you type in Paxton Drums, you'll be able to find me, paxtondrums.com, and paxtondrums@gmail.com. The studio is called Nexus Audio, and it's at Nexus Audio, so it's pretty easy to get a hold of. Paxton spelled P-A-X-T-O-N.
So, yeah, that's it. Shout out to RoX-TV. Shout out to BC. Shout out to everybody supporting us. No label. We could have been on a label multiple times. We decided to do it on our own. It's a lot more work. It's a lot more stress. But we have 100% creative control, and that's how we feel we can bring the fans and listeners the best possible music that we can do.
Some of the other projects that I'm a part of, Wolfhawk Jaguar, it's like West African-based spirituality mixed with Bay Area hip-hop, and then the Almighty Jazz Mafia, which is it's a very well-known collective that's in the Bay Area, but we get down with the Get Down. We have a bunch of different bands that are a part of Jazz Mafia. So go check out jazzmafia.com, wolfhawkjaguar.com, and man, and paxtondrums.com or nexusAudiostudio.com. So that's pretty much it right there. If anyone's out there trying to like learn how to produce music, just wants to hone their skill in a little bit more, they really specialize in Ableton Fruity Loops. There's a whole group of senseis out there that will teach you. But yeah, check out Producer Dojo and Ill Gates, Trap Jesus, Spider Hound. Like there's all a whole collective of really dope producers that you can learn from on there.
Hey, so you see my boy here first, Chris Paxton, drummer for Kung Fu Vampire, producer, multitasking ninja out here. These guys can make beats for you. And you know what, man? You seen it here first on RoX-TV. That's where it's at. Shout out RoX-TV, man. She's making it happen out here, South Bend, Indiana, at Cheers Pub. Shout out my guy calling the show, BZ, out here killing it. We got a packed house tonight.
RoX-TV, man, much love.
Yo, this is Kung Fu Vampire. I put the fun back in funeral. You're on RoX-TV. Shout out to RoX-TV. Stay tuned.
I want to see everybody summon that dark energy right now. Put your fucking horns in the sky. You know where everybody's crying. Horns up.